Since both of my guests spent the night shouting at their TVs, I want them to repeat their thoughts at a normal volume. It's time for That's Debatable. Do either of you feel that there was a clear winner in last night's debate?
Oh, absolutely.
Stacey, what do you think?
It was clearly Joe Biden. Donald Trump had a public temper tantrum. I mean, when you get spanked both by your opponent and by the moderator, you've done something wrong.
Well, speaking of the moderator, is there anything Chris Wallace could have done better to gain control over the debate?
I mean, that was he definitely was doing the best he could, but it really, I think he should have just called Trump out more. Trump was just, I gotta just echo Stacey for a second. Trump was having a meltdown, unraveling before our eyes. He was stark, raving mad, and it was, Chris Wallace was not speaking to that as much as he should have. The interruptions, it was as though he was just kind of like trying to noodle it or something, as like vacillate between handling it and acting like it's normal and moving on. And it's like, this is insanity before our eyes. I wish he had just
I think that they should have had a mute. I think he should have had a mute feature on his microphone to mute the microphone of the person who wasn't speaking. What was your reaction, Stacey, to Joe Biden asking Trump to shut up and calling him a clown, and now selling merchandise with his "Will you shut up, man" quote?
I think it's proof that he's ready to be president because he was channeling the thoughts of the American people. I mean, look, this is a man who thrives. Donald Trump thrives on chaos. He thrives on overperforming to hide his lack of competence. And last night, to Alana's point, he was having a full-blown meltdown, and the only thing he knew how to do was to yell and scream and stamp his feet. Chris Wallace, unfortunately, was like the uncle, the bachelor uncle who had to take the kid to the grocery store and did not know whether he could beat him in public or not, and so was trying to make him quiet, trying to reason with the 3-year-old. And instead, we had Uncle Joe, who is also the vice president, who understood that you have to answer the questions, deliver a plan, but you also have to call out crazy when you see it. And that's what he did. Right. He said what we were thinking.
Stacey, before we go to break, thoughts on what I thought the headline of the night was, which was Trump refusing to condemn white supremacy and instead calling on the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by. Thoughts?
He didn't. It wasn't simply that he refused to condemn white supremacy. He suborned it. He told them to make a plan. He told them that he was ready for them. And he said very clearly that he had no objections to their behavior, despite the FBI saying that this group of people, that these white supremacists pose the strongest threat and danger to our nation. He proved himself not only to be a racist, but to again be unfit for the job of President of the United States.